Today is quite a sad day in modern American history. Betsy DeVos has been confirmed as the Secretary of Education, who is a woman who is only there because she and her family have donated $200 million to the Republican Party, as well as her lacking certain intelligence that is extremely common among people, like knowing that grizzly bears is not a threat to school safety. So it was a 51-50 vote with Mike Pence coming in as the vice president, who is the president of the Senate, having to break the tie. And of course, he said yes because it's Trump's fucking pick. So the New York Times says this is a Betsy DeVos, a wealthy Republican donor with almost no experience in public education, was confirmed by the Senate as the nation's education secretary on Tuesday, but only with the help of a historic tie-breaking vote from Vice President Mike Pence after weeks of protests and two defections within her own party. The 51-50 vote capped an all-night vigil on the Senate floor, where one by one Democrats denounced Ms. DeVos to a mostly empty chamber, but they did not get a third Republican defection that would have stopped Ms. DeVos, a billionaire who has devoted much of her life to promoting charter schools and vouchers, from becoming the steward of the nation's nearly 100,000 public schools. So what does this mean? It means that just like the healthcare industry we have here, that is in comparison to somewhere like Canada, here is treated as a business and market and industry. So forget basic needs of basic American people. Without universal education, a democracy is faulty and will go on to eventually fail, because without an educated public, there will not be educated voting, and people will simply not be legible, and we will have less Nobel Peace Prizes going out, less stories about people from more humble beginnings, and all of this type of good stuff. Public education is where a majority of kids go. The charter and private schools and the voucher, or whatever you want to call it, private schools are different, but charter and voucher schools are more important because they are tax dollars that go to the school, yet the administrators there control the pay just like they would if there were separate districts. So pretty much she wants to make education into an industry rather than a right to the American people, which is to education. So it is a historic injustice that Betsy DeVos has been confirmed, because not only is she super anti-public education, meaning that she wants to make public education go away as much as possible and make it into a system where everything is a charter or voucher program. And also, don't make this mistake either. Charters don't empower teachers. What it does is it empowers the administration there. So the teachers lose power as well, and often they have to leave because the administration forces them out. So what I mean by the administration, by the way, is the administration at the school, not the Trump administration. But again, this is quite unprecedented. I mean, she is just ridiculously unintelligent. Bernie Sanders goaded her on her donations. Without her donations, she would be nowhere to the Republican Party. And again, she said that they might need guns on schools because there are threats of grizzly bears. Grizzly bears. Where did you get that fact, Breitbart? She's one of the stupidest picks that there have been, and if the sorry-ass Democrats could have got off their ass and won more senators, won more Senate seats, they would have been able to block or at least delay as many cabinet picks as possible. So, not only do they have to sit in shame with Donald Trump in the seat as president, but they don't even have enough Senate seats to, on their own, be able to control their own destiny. They have to rely on Republican defectors, which is not going to be superbly common. And unfortunately, they are showing us why they are a faulty system currently.